Alright guys, it is arm day. Unfortunately, it will be a gym corner-less arm day, but is what it is. Brandon had plans, so tis what it is. As stated yesterday, we'll start with shoulders and then get into everything else. Ooh. Ooh, all right. Last of these, then we'll move on to a press, and then we'll get into the main meat of an arm day. All right, as promised, something a little different where we just haven't, or I guess I just haven't, there's no we today, but haven't really done a Smith machine shoulder press in a while. So I'm using this one in particular because I think it'll feel more natural, but we'll see. We will see. Better than being locked into a specific not range of motion, but a specific movement pattern. This is more freeing, like an actual free weight, like an actual barbell. So ooh, I think that'll be good. Just gotta get used to it. I think in my head I was thinking Smith machine, and so the stabilization just wasn't there for the first 2 reps. Of course, I can't move the bench any further back because it's hitting the wall. So this unrack is a little uncomfortably far back, but I think I'll be fine. I don't have like enough weight on there to be scared of it, I don't think. So a few more sets of that. As always, when hitting any press, what do you think? I know I'm going to be by myself, so I'm not going to go that heavy. Put the safeties on, because I didn't think this would be all that heavy either. Because I was like, Brandon's not here. I'll do 35 instead of 45. This is more than heavy enough. So as always, no matter how safe you think you're being, if you have the option to put a safety up, put up. This is going to save me a lot of pain if I miscalculate. I think I have one more rep in the tank or something, and I don't. Whew. Ooh, I think that's all I got in the tank for a press. Let's move on. We're going to start the bicep portion of the workout right. Some good old spider curls. Why the heck not? Ooh. Oh, one more of those. Ooh. Ooh. All right. I think following this, I'm just going to take either the same weight or 10 pounds heavier. Same bench angle. Just get straight into some skull crushers. Like, I'll move the camera so it's a better angle, and then just get straight into them for the first tricep exercise. Whew. Something that both this and skull crushers I typically save for second or third movement for the respected muscle groups. But you know what? Starting with the more challenging ones today. Whew. Especially in terms of like spider curls for me. That strict curl is a freaking killer, which is why I usually just take a second or third movement of the biceps. But starting with it today has felt pretty freaking good. I'm going to hit you guys feel full transparency. I've talked about how in the past, Skull Crushers has been a movement that bothers my elbows, and that doing them incline like this has solved that issue for me. Well, recent history, they have been bothering my elbows a smidge, but it could also just be something else is bothering them that I'm doing. Maybe I'm not getting my form down on chest press or something, and then it's being exacerbated by hitting something like this. I don't know. But so full transparency, I normally use the 70, use that 60, which is why I got 15 reps on that first set. I'm going to just try to keep the reps till failure and not blow out an elbow. Feeling good so far. Smidge of discomfort, but I also recently had tendonitis in my arm. So I'm not going to say that it is or isn't like a warning sign that maybe I should take a break. But I think there could be some credence to the fact that it could just be the tendonitis acting up in my elbow, but not fully flaring through my entire arm. So just take it easy while still getting being safe while still getting a good pump, because I do want to hit some Skull Crushers. So screw my elbow. Not really. A few more sets of those. Those are feeling surprisingly good. Before I hit this last set, I do want to formally apologize for the probably very annoying sound of my beard scratching the mic nonstop. I promise after I believe it's the last week of March. It will be shaved first week of April. Unfortunately, I can't touch it till then, out of obligations to my church to look like a homeless man. And if you're new to channel, that's because I do a Easter drama for my church every Easter. So I am the blind man, Jesus heals, multiple people like just in the crowd, a disciple during the Lord's Supper, and then the bad thief on the cross. And so our pastor's wife directs the prayer every year, and she wants us to look like we don't have the ability to shave, pretty much. So like no trimming to make it look nice, because right now I'd really love to trim my mustache. No trimming your hair. That's why it's all uneven and a complete mess from the last haircut. And now that it's like a certain length, you can kind of see those imperfections. And I would have cut it by now, but I can't. So just wanted to apologize if you guys forgot that that's going on. I promise I'm not trying to look homeless on purpose. I hate how round, much more round my head looks like with my facial hair at this way. Plus it gets itchy and irritating, and I'm sure it's scratching the mic like crazy for you guys. So just get used to it until I can shave here in about a month. All right, I think we're just gonna go right over there and start curling. All right, don't ask me why I'm in such a mood for free weights, but I just am. After this, it'll probably all be cable and machine following that, just because that's what I have access to, but being very free weight heavy so far. Mama told me I was young, beside me. Dude. Whew. All right, last set of these, and frankly, might just be the last set of tricep, and then I'll hit the preacher curl machine, which I'm not the biggest fan of that preacher curl machine, but it gets the job done. And we'll have 2 shoulder, 2 tri, free bi exercises. I think I'll be fine with that. My triceps are overdeveloped in comparison to my biceps anyways. So all right, so some preacher curls. Ooh. Okay. I think that's it. Do some cardio. See you in the car. All right, guys. That was an arm workout. Ended up being a little less than I wanted it to be. I think it ended up being 15 working sets instead of 20, or the possible 20, I guess 8 if I had done 4 bi and tri exercises. But not a bad arm pump at all. Sometimes you get into a workout, and as you go, you just realize you didn't have as much in the tank as you anticipated. My triceps were pretty pumped and pretty exhausted by the time I got done with those heavy push downs. And then I wasn't expecting to only get 3 working sets on the preacher curl machine, but ultimately, to my surprise, I mean, I'm sitting there hitting that third set. I think I only got to 6 full reps before my biceps just couldn't anymore, and I was hitting some partials. So I figured it was good to call it there. It was still a good freaking workout, and I am more than happy with what was accomplished. And I was thinking, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it isn't the workout I may have envisioned. I come in with a certain expectation every, say, for example, arm day, that I'm going to hit 3 or 4 bicep and tricep exercises. Or on chest day, I expect to hit at least 3 fly and 3 chest press variation. A variation of a press. But typically 3 and 3, right? On back day, I'm happy with 5 sets for back. 5 to 6 is like my general, just what I'm aiming for. But you still have to listen to your body, right? I'm not going to force more sets or more exercises than I feel I can take. So, but I'm still happy that I came to the gym. There wouldn't have been a valid excuse to have skipped today. I wasn't like low energy, incapable of hitting the gym today. I wasn't sore from last arm day to the point that I felt I was going to pull a bicep or a tricep. My shoulders weren't hurting yesterday from chest day. I don't have like a rotator cuff injury that I'm aware of. So, anything that might have been a justifiable excuse to say skip arms today. So to me, even if it wasn't the arm day I envisioned, it was still not only a good arm day, but well worth the time and energy put into it. And so I think a lot of the times people justify or even maybe even put together the concept of missing the gym and what is acceptable for missing the gym as instead of needing a rest day, just I don't feel like it, right? They mix them together. I don't feel like it today, so therefore I need a rest day. I'm going to give you a secret as someone who, even if you don't think I've looked the part, as someone who's been gymming for 8 years now, just those days where you don't feel like it, those days where you're just, I'm not in the mood to go to the gym today. I'm not in the mood to go to the gym today. Guess what? A few sets into that workout, you will find that now you are in the mood to be at the gym. Turns out, when you buckle down and you force yourself to go on those days where you don't feel like it, that's where the motivation, where the dedication, where the heart is. Those are the days where you should be going. Not the days you feel like it. Oh man, I can't wait to go hit that arm workout. Oh, I can't wait to go. It's on those leg days where, you're making every excuse in your mind, and you're like, well, maybe I just need a rest day. I don't feel like going today. You know what? I just don't feel like going today. And then you skip. That's how you get out of rhythm. That's how you lose motivation. That's how you lose the drive to go. Those days when you don't feel like going in, for me, I've never had a day where I said to myself, I don't feel like gymming, and then I went, and then ultimately regretted it. If I have thought to myself, man, I don't feel like gymming today, because I'm going to be completely honest, that's on my mind right now. I don't feel like gymming tomorrow. Why? Because as of right now, I'm sitting here, and my hamstrings are still a little sore from last leg day. Well, last leg day was a hamstring focus leg day, so tomorrow's quads. So, is me sitting here right now, my tushy hurts a little bit, a valid excuse to skip quads tomorrow, opposite side of the legs? No, not really. But I could sit here and I could hit myself with I'm fake it. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna take a day off. I need this day off, and I could miss what could have been a great workout. But I think a lot of times people take I don't feel like it as I'm in need of a rest day. You're not. You're running out of motivation. You're running out of motivation. And if you give in and say, you know what, you're right, I don't feel like it today, I'm going to take the day off, you'll start to lose more and more motivation. And you're going to eventually stop going. Rest days should actually be used properly, as in you can genuinely tell you've been overtrained, you just don't have anything in the tank. You genuinely need a break. You need a deload. Those are the days. Like, for example, we took a day off last week that was supposed to be leg day. We hit arm, I believe it was last week, maybe it was the week before. But it was around the time I was talking about the tendonitis in my elbows just getting pretty bad. And we took a day off, and that day off was meant to be a leg day. We came in the next day, and we hit legs, and that was a very on-purpose rest day. I said this would be the rest day because I could take the day off, ice my arm, eat a few extra calories so my body had extra food to recover with, and I just relaxed. I did end up still hitting cardio that day, originally I wasn't going to, so it wasn't like a full rest day. But I took a much needed rest day from any hard training that would involve my arms that were furring up with tendonitis. And then the day we come back is a leg day. So now there's 2 days that, yes, even though I was training, there's 2 days in a row where I'm not doing anything that will strain my arm and kind of fur up that tendonitis. So ultimately, my arms got 2 days off. When typically you have training sessions where your arms are involved to some capacity, 3 days in a row, and then leg days are their day off. And that consistent training led to some tendonitis, just so you don't overtraining. Those 2 days off, paired with a much more light and squeezing back day afterwards, which when I have tendonitis, I don't typically feel it flare up on back day anyways. It's chest and arms. But, followed by that lighter squeezing back day, really helped to kind of knock it out. And that is how you use a day off the gym. That's how you use a rest day. If you're feeling genuinely overtrained, if you just don't have the energy to train anymore, then that's when you take time off. That's when you have a rest day. That's when you do that. Not when you feel like it. Not when it's convenient. You take rest days when you are genuinely overtrained and in need, just undoubtedly in need of time off. That's when you take a rest day. So to me, I don't take rest days very often because I try to take them when I am genuinely in need of them. Like, undoubtedly in need of them. Someone's not having a good arm day. Hopefully they're okay. But I try not to just take a rest day to take it, right? I try not to go, I don't feel like it today. I'm taking today off. Because I don't ever want to fall into the habit of doing that every time I simply don't feel like it. So that was kind of on my mind today. Just I'm glad I went in. It may not have been the 20 sets I thought I was going to hit, but 15 is still good. 15 is still a good arm workout. It's a good workout. 15 sets on a workout is a good workout. Most people would be happy with 7 sets. So I am more than happy with the workout that was accomplished. So I just figured I'd put my 2 cents out there on days off. I think a lot of times people kind of use that I don't feel like it as a valid excuse. And I'm sure there are days where it is valid. But 9 times out of 10, it's not. Just saying, it's not. So, all that being said, all the yapping has been yapped. If you liked the video, like it. If you made it this far and you liked the video and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You made it this far already anyways. If you want the best supplements on the market, harder than last time supplements got your back, go to the link in the description, go to htltsubs.com, use code JS15 and save 15% off your order. If you want to support the channel and you don't have the money for supplements, go ahead and subscribe. Go follow the Instagram, go follow the TikTok, and as always, if you want proof of the cardio being done, because I am doing an hour to an hour and a half a day right now, I am posting the proof of the cardio on my Instagram and TikTok stories. So go give them a follow so you can see proof of the cardio so you know I'm not pulling your leg. But as always, I love and appreciate you guys, every single last one of you. You guys are the best. You guys are awesome. And never forget it. Tomorrow will be a quad focus leg day if everything goes to plan. So I was just say, if it isn't, then it's because my knees bother me, right? But I'm going to come in and I'm going to warm up like I always do on quad extensions, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, the plan is a quad focused leg day. All that being said, I will see you tomorrow for said quad focused leg day. See you then.